Been a popular mascot for any team in sports. Perhaps it's our fascination with flight, the elegance and majesty with which they seemingly without effort glide through the air. Well, there will be plenty of effort in this one because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. And the Cyclones' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will be underway. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds, maybe a little bit of nerves and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Brown will throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on him. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Cyclones offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and get...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, BG. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Lee. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start, there he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Takes a handoff. It's Lee. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cyclones come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and off to the races to the right. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Right on target this time.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Bring in the heat. Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. And the Cyclones will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Bowling Green's offense will get the first crack at it here. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction. Well,
he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Iowa State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle. It's Lee.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Here's the pressure. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. All wideouts, no backs. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. A run for the quarterback. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that 4th down.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Brown wants to pass. Setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bowling Green. They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that. their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give is to Garcia. Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Brown will throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They boot it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Iowa State! Special teams proving to be special.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed a spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Spins away from the defense. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Falcons are marching down the field. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff from the gun. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Takes the handoff. It's Lee. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Looking for room. It's Lee. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Cyclone! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it and put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there in this. Just feeling it. And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lost to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 8 over UNLV. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down. Powers through. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Touchdown, Iowa State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Brown wants to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Garcia. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
2nd down coming up. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback making adjustments. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Working that left side now. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive... understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, BG.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't.